Hey there family, welcome to another Vlogmas video, and today I wanted to tackle something that I've had a few times. I've had people ask me a few times to explain about government bonds, because we usually say passively invest in bonds. One of the things I do have to say is the investment landscape in Zambia is not that vast, okay? It's not that vast. We have sort of limited options. You can do government bonds, you can do treasury bills, you can do stocks on the stock market, you can do unit trusts, mutual funds, and then you go into real estate and then other people's businesses. So our offering is not that sophisticated, especially in the money market space or in the stock market spaces. So you will find that government bonds are becoming a big deal. Before I go any further, this is Jane Mazimba, and this is a channel where we talk all things finance, all things fashion, and all things lifestyle. Today, I am actually wearing a piece from AfriShop. It's a dress that I got from AfriShop. Beautiful dress. I am shooting in it. If you follow my Instagram, then you'll be able to see what the dress looks like when I'm standing and in full. But let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to say is, what is a government bond? I wrote down the definition, so I am going to read it out verbatim. A government bond is a debt security issued by the government or a corporate to support their spending and obligation. So it's basically, they call out to people, they'll say, hey, we need money, and then you come in and you lend to them. So in the Zambian space, you are lending to the government, okay? In exchange for you lending to the government, they do pay you an interest payment at intervals. In Zambia, they pay this biannually, so twice a year they will pay you interest, and this interest is called a coupon. So that interest is the value of the bond. So maybe they'll call out and say they're putting out a 1 billion bond. So you, if you've got 20,000, you've got 100,000, you've got 500,000, you've got a million, you want to buy into the bond, you want to help them raise that 1 billion, you give them your money, and in exchange they give you a coupon, an interest. So maybe it's 25% or it's 30%. So some bonds will have a flat rate, and then some bonds are competitive, so you can go in and bid and say, okay, I'm going to give you 1 million, and on this million I want 30%, or like I'm going to give you 100,000, on this 100,000 I want you to pay me 25%. So those are the types of bonds that you would, these are the most common ones here. So like I said, in Zambia, the interest is paid twice a year. They will pay you interest usually in January and in July, I think, or in June and in December, somewhere there, depending on when you buy into the bond. Bonds are considered low risk. So you will find, like, in more developed markets, because they are low risk, or maybe, let me explain first. They're considered low risk because the assumption is that the government is guaranteeing that they will pay you, okay? And governments rarely default. It does happen once in a while, but rarely do they default. So they're considered low risk. So if you are an investor who is looking for security, a bond is a good option for you. So like I was saying, in more developed markets, because they are low risk, you will also find that the rate of interest that you will get on it will be generally low compared to other investments like stocks, like mutual funds, like trusts, okay? But in Zambia, there's a little bit of an anomaly. Government bonds are paying really high rates. So you will find that in Zambia, you can buy into a bond 30%, 35%, 36%. That's a very, very high interest. So interest is always quoted per annum when we are talking about government security. So if they say 20%, 10%, it's per annum. So 36% per annum is quite high. It could be because the Zambian economy is sort of in need of money, so they're willing to give you a relatively higher rate of interest for you to give to lend them money. That could be the reason. I'm sure the analysts and the investments could also enlighten us a little bit more on why there's this sort of skewed curve when it comes to the Zambian bond market.